How does it compare with the financial cost of being ethical today within your same medical field, medtech field? And can entrepreneurs today who rely on external funding afford to be ethical in the initial stages?
Now that's a brilliant question, young man.
That's the kind of entrepreneur I'd be happy to back, because someone who's self-aware enough to even ask that question is actually thinking the right way. But
so I don't necessarily know the answer to your question, but I will just say that the cost of not being ethical is so high that I don't care what the financial cost of being ethical is beyond a point, right? So for me, if I'm not able to go to sleep when I'm putting my head in the pillow, that's it. Whatever the financial cost is, it doesn't matter. Now, outside of that, I'm really not smart enough to answer your question. Maybe you're talking about corporate governance costs. Maybe there's something to be said about, do we need a high-flying board earlier on in the journey? I don't know if you were going there, but I will say that running ethically is table stakes. It allows you to sleep well for the hours you do sleep. Where you don't get sleep as an entrepreneur. So for the hours that you sleep, it allows you to sleep well, and that I think is more valuable than any cost you incur. Now, having said that, I think you have to have your own framework, right? So for example, the fact that I started the clinical support product line when revenue cycle was already losing cash without formal approval from the board, somebody can scratch there and says that's ethical or unethical. I don't know. In my books, it was ethical because the intent of the decision was based on leapfrogging the business to a different orbit from a positioning perspective. But in some other books, you could argue that was not the best corporate governance step. So those kind of dilemmas and predicaments will always be there. But I think the moment you're taking a decision that makes you question whether you're being ethical or not, that's trouble.